Howdy, boys. Welcome on in. I have some very early 2025 NFL draft, not mock draft prop bets for you guys. In case you don't know, now you do. This is my bread and butter. I won Alex like $400, I think he said, like a few years back, him just asking me like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? This is all I do, guys. If you look at our main channel, all I'm doing right now is player breakdowns. All I listen to is the mock draft. These are three prop bets that I am very... I mean, you guys let me know if I'm confident. So first things first, Ashton Jeanty to the Las Vegas Raiders. If you look at the landscape of how the draft is at, Geno Smith, who is the former starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, he is now in Las Vegas. Therefore, quarterback or trading up to get a quarterback is probably out of the hands of the Raiders, especially with the quarterback needy teams in front of them, right? And then number two, you bring in Pete Carroll, who has a history of run first, all the way back to Lindell White, Reggie Bush at USC, and then as soon as he got to the next level with the Seattle Seahawks, Sean Alexander, and then Marshawn Lynch, right? That everybody knows, beast mode. And then lastly, the last determining factor of why I think they'll go Ashton Jeanty and even more so running heavy so early is Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator, who is always, from Michael James always back to those Oregon days. Everything is about misdirection, run, setting up for the deep pass, setting up things, play action, east to west, a lot of running. And so schematically, it makes a lot of sense for them to go running back. Why Ashton Jeanty? Dude, this guy purposefully sat out a half of a football game so he didn't absolutely destroy the legend of Barry Sanders' rushing record for a college collegiate athlete for a season. Everybody, if you know football, you know Ashton Jeanty is probably the fourth best player overall. It's just the running back position. I believe that this is going to be getting great value. Great value. You put in what you put in. So we put a whole unit into this gentleman getting picked at the 6th spot for the Las Vegas Raiders. And if anyone is able to snipe him, it would be the New England Patriots. It wouldn't be the Jaguars at 5. It of course wouldn't be the Giants at 3 or even the Browns at 2. The first team that is going to make a lot of sense for them to get running back and them not to be hesitant on it is definitely the Raiders. And then at number 2, a hot receiver coming out of the ranks right now, and I'm going to push it to where you guys can possibly go a few ways. I only see one more route in which you guys can go with this, but Tatori McMillan has the minus 300. He has been the wide receiver one pretty much for the last 3 months, I guess. Luther Burden lost the crown before that. Matthew Golden, I believe, has the crown at the moment. I believe from all the analysts that I'm talking to, and there are some unfortunate clips. I think they're nothing, but there are some unfortunate clips of Tatori McMillan pretty much saying he doesn't watch film. He doesn't like watching film. He don't watch any type of football. So he does seem like somewhat of a risk, a lackadaisical type of player, a certain personality that doesn't translate very often to a long, illustrious career. And so there is a little bit of concern with that. Plus, he has still not run a 40-yard dash, so there's concern with that. Matthew Golden transferred from Houston, went to Texas, had a credible season, ran the fastest 40 for the wide receivers, and has just been on a blaze as of lately. And so we're getting a good value of plus 200 right here. And I just think that's absolutely phenomenal. Now, if this is Miles in a couple of weeks or, Miles, how would I want to play this? I think there might be some Emeka Egbuka value as well at that plus 1,600, for sure, for him to be the first receiver taken off as well, because with him, so with Tatori McMillan, you get possibly the best if everything translates, right? If everything translates the way it should be, Tatori McMillan, I think, is going to be the best. If things are supposed to be what they are right now, Matthew Golden should be the guy taken first. And then lastly, if there's a team that wants to have the safest pick, This is the safest guy that we know is the floor is high and no issues are going to happen. Emeka Egbuka would be that guy. But I like Matthew Golden and the character traits that he has as well. And then lastly, second overall pick, Shedeur Sanders to Colorado. I have said this ever since December. I've always believed it was going to be Cam Ward at the 1, Shedeur Sanders at the 2. You have this back and forth with Myles Garrett saying, hey, I want to trade. He signs the extension, so he stays the extra couple of years, and now he doesn't want to trade anymore. People are thinking it's because, oh, they finally got the financials out of the way, and now they're about to draft Abdul Carter for him. What? No, he's sick of losing. He's sick of Joe Burrow, coming into the league and running amok. He's sick of Lamar Jackson owning the AFC North. And he's tired of the Steelers having terrible quarterbacks, but still better than what the Browns have to where their defense carries them. Myles Garrett, more than likely, strongman these guys into the aspect of we need a quarterback. We need a quarterback. He keeps going out there and he's frustrated and things suck, right? And so there is an opportunity for him to go Travis Hunter for sure as well. I don't think that's the craziest thing in the world that they go Travis Hunter. I do not think that they will be doing anything in the next couple of years. They have Myles Garrett for 2 years, right? 2 extra years. And there's no telling that he won't extend again and stay with Cleveland if you get him the quarterback that he wants, or a quarterback that's going to push an envelope for you guys. I don't think it's going to be Andre Carter. I think Andre Carter might end up in New York or New England. I think Shedeur Sanders is going to end up in Colorado, so we put a unit on him. And lastly, if you think about this from a business acumen, if you think about this from a business standpoint, the Cleveland Browns would be so foolish, so dumb to not take the marketing aspect of having a Sanders in Cleveland to give the fans something to look for. Opening gates week 1, it's going to be electric, it's going to be lively, and you give the kid that has all the pressure on his life forever to be the guy in Cleveland. I think, guys, this is a lock. You guys let me know in the comments. Peace.